Hi, boys and girls. Hopefully, you all got to sleep in a little bit later today before you had to hop on and join us for our lessons. So, today we are going to try once again to fit two lessons into one. So, first, we are going to talk about our R-controlled vowel again. But this time we are going to be talking about it in the sense of multi-syllable words. All right, so I have added a brand new Bossy R video, so take a peek. And if you haven't watched it yet, then be sure to check it out after this video. Let's get started. So as you can see on the screen now, we have two parts of a word. The first part of the word is M-A-R, and if you recall from a previous lesson, whenever we have an R next to a vowel, that R is extremely bossy, and you don't hear the vowel sound. So, mar. You don't hear an A, and you don't hear A. And then we have what we talked about earlier in our lessons, the L-E, bull, mar, bull. When you put the two pieces of the word together, you now have the word marble. The second word that we have, again, broken into two, for. You don't hear ah and you don't hear o. We see that R there, which means that it is bossing that O around, for. And then the second part is get, forget. And as you can see, when we put the two together, we have marble and forget. Let's take a look at two more. So now we have two parts of a word. Remember, A-R, that R is bossy. Dar. Ken. When you put the two together, darken. And then this bottom one, the C in the beginning has an S sound, not a hard C sound. So we have circle. That L-E once again at the end. Circle. When we put the two together, darken, circle. I want you to think of some other bossy R words that are multi-syllable and jot them down on a piece of paper, and then when you're ready, push play and see if you and I came up with any of the same words. So here are some of the words that I came up with. We have ignore, format, record, twirling, market. This is one of my favorite things to do here in Korea is go to that 3-8 market in town and get some nice fresh fruits and vegetables. Largest. And then the last word is confirm. Now notice you can have the bossy R at either the beginning of the word, like in market and largest, or it can come at the end in that second part of the syllable, firm, like in confirm. All right, well that's it for our bossy R vowel sound in multi-syllable words. Let's move on to inflectional endings. I want you all to be thinking about what that could possibly be. And push play when you are ready to find out. All right, here we go. Lesson number 10, inflectional endings. And this time when we're adding inflectional endings, we are also going to be talking about how we have to change the spelling of a word when we add ed or ing. Now remember, when we add ed to a word, it means that that has already happened. If we add ing, it means that is actually happening in the present. Okay, so I studied for my test. I already did it. I am studying for my test means I am actively doing it now. So let's move on to some words and talk about how it is that we will know when we need to change the ending. All right, so on your screen, you see a whole bunch of words, and you're probably thinking, Miss Gebhardt, there are so many words here, I don't even know where to start. So let's start with the very first word, slip. If I wanted to say that the action already happened, I have to add ed, right? If I add ed without changing the spelling pattern, this word is now sliped. And that's not a word. Not that I know of, at least. So we need to fix this word. We need to double that last consonant. Okay? Slipped. We do that because if you recall, when we have vowel consonant E, it makes the vowel long, but we want the vowel to stay short sounding. So we add an extra consonant in between our word and ed. Same thing if we wanted to say slipping. We would double that last consonant and then add our ending. Let's take a look at the second word. What do you think I'm going to have to do? Same thing like I did with the word slipped. When I want to talk about something being trapped as in the past, I need to add P, ED, trapped. And then same thing if I am adding ing, trapping. The next two I am going to move through pretty quickly because you all are in 4th grade. I think you understand it, but I just want to make sure for those of you who are a little bit still unsure about how this works. So drip, add my second consonant, ed, and then same thing for adding ing, dripped, dripping. Pin, I'm going to add n, ed, and same thing when I add ing, pinned and pinning. Now let's take a look at long vowel words. Rake. It's pretty easy to add ed, except you're not going to add ed because that would be rakid, and that's not a word. So we are only going to add ed, raked. Really easy. Now, when I want to add the inflectional ending of ing, now I am going to need to drop the e from the end of the word and just simply add ing. So this is how it's done. R-A-K, we drop the e and we add ing, raking. Race, if I wanted to say I already participated in a race, I would say I raced, and I would add a d. If I want to say that I am actively participating in a race and I am racing, I will drop that e and add ing. Now, I want you to take a moment, push pause, and I want you to try the next 3 all on your own. When you're ready to check your answers, push play. All right, so we have slice. We turn to sliced and slicing. My favorite, baked and baking. And then our last one we have joked and joking. To be honest, I don't use the word joked very much. I might say I was joking around. And when you put was in front of a word with an inflectional ing ending, it signifies that it happened in the past. So that is why this is underlined in red, because that's not necessarily grammatically correct. All right, so hopefully you guys learned something new today, and I will see you for our next lesson next time. Have a fantastic Thursday. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.